Hello and welcome back to another Bible study. It's very late again, but I've decided to at least do a lot. I think 3, maybe even 4 videos today. So I'll really have to hurry. And I won't go into detail as much regarding what the whole context behind everything I've marked is. Instead, you would have to properly read your own Bible. But yeah, getting into it, starting with Genesis chapter 19, where Sodom and Gomorrah gets destroyed. And I have marked the first 2 verses. So these. The 2 angels arrived at Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gateway of the city. When he saw them, he got up to meet them and bowed down with his face to the ground. "My lords," he said, "please turn aside to your servant's house. You can wash your feet and spend the night, and then go on your way early in the morning." "No," they answered, "we will spend the night in the square." And there's 3 things I want to talk about regarding this. First, it's humility, the thing that Jesus preaches. For example, when he washes his disciples' feet, and when he talks about the lowest in this world will be the highest in God's kingdom. So he's very, I guess he's very serving of the guests he doesn't even know. Then he wants to pray to the ground to them, or he wants to respect them and calling them Lord. Again, which this sign of humility and bowing your head to the ground or your face to the ground is way older than any Islamic tradition. I'm just saying this because I have seen some people on social media talking about how bowing to the ground is a clear sign that someone is a Muslim. Just mentioning that here, that this is not true. And then lastly, it's how Lot respected them and called them lords, but he did not worship them because they are created by God, and as such not, I guess, really above him when you look at God's family tree. Yeah, I have this, and then one more thing for Genesis chapter 19. That's starting with verse 31 all the way down to 36. So really long passage. But it's basically I just want to make up or clear up some misunderstanding again, because I have seen a lot of people using these verses to attack the Bible and Christianity and saying that it's immoral. Now, why would they say that? Well, let me just read it and then explain why it's actually not that bad. One day the older daughter said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is no man around here to give us children, as is the custom all over earth. Let's get our father to drink wine and then sleep with him and preserve our family line through our father." That night they got their father to drink wine, and the older daughter went in and slept with him. He was not aware of it, and when she lay down, not aware of it when she lay down or when she got up. The next day the older daughter said to the younger, "Last night I slept with my father. Let's get him to drink wine again tonight, and you go in and sleep with him so we can preserve our family line through our father." So they got their father to drink wine that night also, and the younger daughter went in and slept with him. Again, he was not aware of it when she lay down or when she got up. So both of Lot's daughters became pregnant by their father. Now, you might just say, "Ew, ew, damn, yuck. That's incest. Why would that stuff be in the Bible?" And I would agree with you that that's disgusting, what we just read. However, just because it's mentioned in the Bible does not mean that the Bible said, yeah, that's great, do that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The Bible has verses that condone incest. So just know that if somebody quotes this and says, "Oh, the Bible condones incest," they're just taking something out of context. This whole chapter is just, I guess you can think of it as something similar as a history book. So it just states the things that happens and doesn't say follow these blindly. It's just a preservation of history. Now, for chapter 20, I didn't mark anything at all, but for 21 I have some things. Starting with verse 14 all the way to, only 14. Early the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. He set them on her shoulders and then sent her off with the boy. She went on her way and wandered in the desert. Beersheba, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, context behind this woman, Hagar, I don't know, she was his concubine, and she had a son with him. However, his main wife, I forget how she's called. Yeah, his main wife, Sarah, didn't want both of these children to be together and wanted Abraham to send them off. Now, Abraham obviously didn't want to do that, but as it says in verse 12, "But God said to him, 'Do not be so distressed about the boy and your slave woman. Listen to whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned.'" So God just says to him, "Don't worry about it. Send them away. It will be fine." Now, because they're humans, obviously they don't like their situation. So when we move to verse 16, she says, or she thought, "I cannot watch the boy die." As she sat there, she began to sob. So we can see basically nobody is happy, except maybe Sarah, with the situation, but they still follow through because they are obedient to God. And then when we move to verse 17, God called Hagar from heaven and said to her, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation." So in the end, follow God. And even though at times may be difficult and you don't want to do the stuff that you need to do, if you follow through with it, you will be greatly rewarded. Because I think making him into a great nation is actually a really nice thing, and I guess it's worth suffering before that, because nothing good comes without suffering. But I'll have to wrap this up. Still have to do a lot more videos. See you in the next one. Bye.